Havriona. Before we can recognize when someone is experiencing distress, it's important to understand what distress actually means and how it differs from normal stress. Stress is something we all experience in our daily lives. It is our body's natural response to challenges, deadlines, or unexpected situations, and in many cases, it can even motivate us to perform better. However, distress is very different. Distress occurs when stress becomes prolonged, overwhelming, and begins to interfere with a person's ability to function effectively in their daily life. As illustrated on this slide, there is a progression from everyday stress to overwhelming distress. When distress develops, it affects multiple aspects of a person's well-being, including their behavior, emotions, thinking, and physical health. Someone may begin acting differently, expressing emotional changes, struggling to think clearly, or experiencing physical symptoms without an obvious medical cause. This is why early identification is so important. Recognizing distress before it reaches a crisis stage allows timely support and intervention, reducing the likelihood of more serious mental health problems. Early action not only improves recovery outcomes but also reduces the personal and organizational costs associated with untreated psychological distress. Ultimately, identifying distress early helps individuals regain their well-being while creating healthier and more supportive environments. One of the earliest indicators of distress is often a noticeable change in a person's behavior. Because behavior is visible to others, it frequently provides the first clue that someone may be struggling internally. The first behavioral sign is withdrawal and isolation. Individuals who were once socially engaged may begin avoiding conversations, meetings, or social activities. They may distance themselves from friends, colleagues, or family members because interacting with others feels emotionally exhausting. Another common indicator is a drop in productivity. Someone experiencing distress may struggle to complete tasks, miss deadlines, lose motivation, or find it difficult to stay focused. Their performance may decline despite previously being highly reliable. People may also display uncharacteristic emotional outbursts. Small frustrations that would normally be manageable can suddenly trigger anger, irritability, or emotional reactions that seem disproportionate to the situation. These reactions often reflect accumulated psychological strain rather than the immediate event itself. Finally, distress often leads to altered daily habits. Individuals may neglect personal hygiene, change their eating or sleeping routines, or develop unhealthy coping behaviors. While any one of these signs may have other explanations, noticing several occurring together should encourage us to check in with the individual in a supportive and non-judgmental manner. Beyond observable behaviors, distress also manifests through emotional changes. These emotional indicators often reveal how a person is experiencing their internal struggles, even if they attempt to hide them from others. One of the most common emotional signs is persistent mood changes. Rather than experiencing temporary sadness or anxiety, the individual may appear emotionally flat, consistently worried, or unusually irritable over an extended period. These emotions do not improve quickly and often interfere with daily functioning. Another important sign is the loss of interest, sometimes referred to as anhedonia. Activities that once brought enjoyment, satisfaction, or excitement may no longer seem meaningful. The person may stop participating in hobbies, social events, or activities they previously valued. Some individuals also express overwhelming hopelessness. They may make negative statements about themselves or their future, expressing feelings that nothing will improve or questioning whether their efforts matter. These comments should never be dismissed, as they may indicate significant emotional distress. Finally, many people become highly sensitive to everyday challenges. Minor setbacks, constructive feedback, or routine responsibilities may trigger unusually strong emotional reactions because the individual has little emotional capacity remaining to cope with additional stresses. Recognizing these emotional expressions allows us to respond with empathy and offer support before the person's distress becomes more severe. Distress not only affects emotions but also significantly impacts cognitive functioning. In other words, it changes the way people think, process information, and make decisions. One of the earliest cognitive symptoms is difficulty concentrating. Individuals may find it hard to focus during conversations, meetings, or routine tasks. They may repeatedly lose their train of thought or require much longer than usual to complete simple activities. Another common sign is memory lapses. People experiencing distress often forget recent conversations, appointments, or everyday responsibilities. These memory problems are usually related to reduced concentration rather than permanent memory impairment. Distress can also lead to indecisiveness. Even simple choices, such as prioritizing work tasks or making everyday decisions, may become overwhelming because the person's mental resources are already stretched. Finally, many individuals experience negative looping thoughts. They repeatedly dwell on past mistakes, imagine worst-case scenarios, or engage in constant self-criticism. These repetitive thought patterns increase anxiety and make it even more difficult to think objectively or solve problems effectively. Understanding these cognitive signs reminds us that distress affects not only emotions, but also a person's ability to perform, communicate, and make sound decisions. Providing patience and support during these periods can greatly assist their recovery. Psychological distress often produces very real physical symptoms because the mind and body are closely connected. Prolonged stress activates the body's stress response continuously, eventually leading to a variety of physical health complaints. Many individuals report unexplained aches and pains, including tension headaches, neck pain, back pain, or general muscle discomfort. These symptoms often persist, even when no obvious physical injury is present. Another common indicator involves gastrointestinal problems. People may experience nausea, stomach discomfort, digestive changes, or loss of appetite as the digestive system becomes affected by chronic stress. Distress also frequently results in chronic fatigue. Even after adequate sleep, individuals may continue feeling physically exhausted because ongoing psychological stress prevents the body from fully recovering. In addition, some people experience cardiovascular and respiratory symptoms, such as a racing heartbeat, chest tightness, rapid breathing, or shortness of breath. These symptoms can be frightening and may sometimes resemble medical emergencies, although they are often linked to prolonged anxiety or distress. Recognizing these physical warning signs reminds us that mental well-being and physical health are deeply interconnected. Persistent physical symptoms without a clear medical explanation should prompt consideration of possible psychological distress. Recognizing distress is only the first step. Equally important is knowing how to respond in a way that provides meaningful support while respecting the individual's dignity and autonomy. The first step is to start an open conversation. Choose a private and comfortable setting, express genuine concern, and use observation-based statements rather than assumptions or judgments. Simple questions such as, "I've noticed you seem different lately. How are you doing?" can create opportunities for honest conversation. During the discussion, practice active listening. Give the individual your full attention, allow them to speak without interruption, and avoid immediately trying to solve their problems. Often, feeling heard and understood is more valuable than receiving instant advice. If the situation appears serious, encourage psychological safety by reassuring the individual that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Maintain confidentiality where appropriate, and create an environment where they feel safe discussing their concerns. Finally, help them connect with appropriate resources. Depending on the situation, this may involve referring them to mental health professionals, employee assistance programs, counselors, healthcare providers, or trusted support groups. Early professional support can prevent distress from escalating and significantly improve long-term outcomes. In conclusion, recognizing the early warning signs of distress across behavioral, emotional, cognitive, and physical domains enables us to respond compassionately and effectively. By identifying concerns early and offering appropriate support, we can promote healthier individuals, stronger workplaces, and more resilient communities.